Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the All Kings podcast. I am your host, Corbin, with my co-host, Tate. And today we have a very special guest on today. This is Panda from his Crypto Panda project.
Beautiful.
What up, guys? How's it going? Glad to be here. Long time listener, first time caller.
Well, you won a new car!
We're glad to have you, Panda. We appreciate you coming on. We love the artwork and everything that you do, and we're very interested in everything for the future.
Yeah. So Panda, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Panda. That's kidding. My name is Dave. I live in a wonderful place called the Forest, and I like bamboo and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a graphic designer, motion graphic designer. I've been doing it for about like 10 plus years now. Came into NFT space around January, and I launched a couple of NFTs around that time. It's kind of when the blip happened with the whole Exact wallet, so it was a very weird place to start because I was learning how to do it when everything was broken. So, but the cool thing about it is I was able to relearn everything with everybody as they were transitioning to different ways of minting. So that was a really cool thing to experience. That it was sad for one aspect of it, but it was cool because everybody was trying to get their stuff minted or set up. So everybody was talking to each other. A lot of creators were reaching out to other people, and then they would say, oh, well, go with this guy or go with this guy, he'll help you out. And so I met a lot of people from the get-go because of that. And so to me, it was pretty much a win for that to happen. But I mean, it did suck at the same time because I was about to launch the blockchain pandas when that happened. So that was back in January. And when that happened, the blip happened and I had to pivot over and do something else. But anyways, that's what I went to a whole different story already. And you guys are just asking me where I'm from. Oh my God. Anyways, what happens? I feel like HBAR here now. I just work on it.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, wow, am I talking to Bones right now? Is this man secretly Bones?
So who kind of inspired you to get into NFTs and stuff? Did you have any major impact on that?
You know what? As far as NFTs go, I've been with Hedera from the get-go, from when I started. So I was introduced to NFTs by, I'm pretty sure you guys know him, Fresh. I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He approached me about it. He's like, hey, do you know about NFTs? Because your work is really good. And, Instagram is not, for what you do, you should try to, get into that. So after I talked to him, I started going down the rabbit hole, and he was actually showing me Vicente stuff, the whole, the VCZ stuff. So that kind of got me, I would say that got me inspired because he showed me that old school poster. I don't know if you guys see it, where it had all the bears in the whole poster, and it was showing which one was which, and then you get the limited edition and all that stuff. And I was like, oh wow, are these toys or what? And he's like, no, they're pictures. And and then he started getting into the whole cryptocurrency language, and then that's when I lost myself because I was trying to more of the art side than the cryptocurrency side. And so, but yeah, Fresh is the one that brought me in, man.
An OG.
So shout out to Fresh.
Yeah, Fresh is the homie.
Shout out to Fresh, that's for sure.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so what all have you done NFT wise? Walk us through all of your collections that you got going right now, because it started with the blockchain pandas and then it kept snowballing into cooler and cooler stuff.
Yeah, it started with the blockchain pandas, and the whole thing with the blockchain is, if you've seen them, all the pandas represent a different blockchain, because when I got into the NFT space, I didn't know that you were supposed to pick and choose which one you actually wanted to, dive into. So I made the whole collection representing each one. So we have like, BTC, you have Matic, you have Polygon, you have like all those guys in there. And so I started with that, and then the blip happened. I got approached by Hash Access because they were actually the first ones to restart up the process of getting stuff minted. So for them, that's when I wanted to pivot because I didn't want to bring the blockchain pandas over to them. So I pivoted and made the cruiser pandas, and that was probably like in February. So I made the cruiser pandas, and we have the OG, we have Kumi, we have the Time Traveler, and Skullboy, and I launched those. From there, I think from in that time frame, I got I contacted, or I think he contacted me with Hashgats, and we made the collab for the OGW, which is the OG Wick. We had 3 scenes with him, and then I pivoted back to the cruisers because I wanted to finish it, and the next one was Scrappy, and that was the one that my daughter created. She helped me create that panda. So like the whole monster truck and all the colors and the bubbles and all that stuff you see is all from like my daughter's drawing that she drew. And so I finished that up, and then now I'm into the Panda Vision. That's like the main project right now. That's where I just pushed out a video today, which is, I don't know if we want to date ourselves, but the 26th, I said it, July 26th. But I just pushed out that video, and that's what I'm all about right now. So yeah, that's my whole like splurge on where I've been.
Yeah, very cool.
That's awesome. What kind of inspired the whole panda theme?
Well, the panda's actually been with me since about 2010, 2011. I had a t-shirt line called Monster Clothing, and I had a couple of different like characters for there. And I was messing around one day with this concept of having box-headed animals, and I was gonna call them Boximals, and I was gonna make a whole spin-off for my tea collection and make it into like a children's tea kind of, youth tea collection off of that brand. So I started messing with different types of animals, and I did like a giraffe and all that stuff. And the panda just was the funnest one to do because like, well, of course, like the block shape head, and then like you just like mess with his body, like he's pretty chubby or whatever, just like me. And it was a fun little character. I mean, the other characters I did were looking cool too, might be coming soon, I don't know yet. Yeah, like they've been with me, and I was going back and forth with them because I started getting into more pop culture art, and I started doing a lot of video game stuff. And I put like him to the side, or like the Monster Clothing in general. And then now that I'm back I came into the NFTs, I wanted to bring him back. I wanted to bring something original back that was mine, that was like, my thing. And yeah, and then little did I know, in Hedera, there's multiple panda projects, which I call them my panda bros because they're all awesome. Like you have the Guilty pandas, you have Panda Syndicate, and then now there's a new panda group that came out, and it's all love, man. It's like we're all pandas. I try to go into each room and go, "What up, bros?" Like we're all in it. We all like pandas. Like let's go.
And everybody's unique.
Yeah, and everything's unique. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So do you have any sort of like utility planned for the pandas? I mean, obviously you have in your Discord your VIP silver and gold members and stuff too. But
yeah, I had a utility going where during the whole blockchain and the cruiser panda setup, I had it where if you became like a VIP panda, you had like discounts, and so every tier you get a discount. But recently I wanted to change it up, so I'm still trying to like rethink how I want to do everything, because sometimes like right now, especially with Panda Vision coming out, like there's going to be a lot more people collecting more, and probably like more people getting to that whale status, that I want to make, like fix the rankings and everything like that. So it's in process. I don't really have anything like in my mind that I can say like, yeah, I'm going to do this and that, because we know we don't like hearing that, because if it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, you said this, that one time. Like, I don't want to do that. But I am coming up with like different things for my future drops, and they will be fun. I just want to make my project one of those that you go to, I guess, to have fun. Like you'll know that the art's going to be unique every time I do a drop. I'm not going to do, oh, this is like my Gen 1, and then the next gen is like the same thing, but more. Like I want to do it where each collection is its own theme. So that's like my whole aspect. That's why if you see, like, that's why I have so many different things, because every time I drop, it's something new. But
that shows that really shows that you're a true artist. Because you care more about the art rather than everything else behind it.
Tate, you need to see this man's workflow when he's doing custom profile pictures for people.
I need to come into the live streams.
You need to watch one of the live streams. He just pulls stuff out of like thin air. Like I had him. You saw mine with the Bulbasaur that he did, right? Yeah. He just started pulling stuff out of thin air. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'll let you do your thing. But he's really good in After Effects too. So he does. When he opens them up, he does profile picture commissions where he'll animate them and make them look cool. I've seen you do some snakes. I've seen you do some hashmons. Cool. Yeah, it's really neat to see.
Yeah, man. Like, thank you. I do custom PFPs. I do collaboration videos or not collaborate, commission videos. So I have worked with the Serpent Project, the Dead Pixels Club, the Meta Zombies and others, and they come at me and they ask me like, hey, like, can you do a video for me? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like that from the get-go. I've been telling people that, like, if you need something, if you want something done or whatever, like, get at me. Like, I'm always here to help. Like it's kind of like one of those things where if you go to my Discord, it's on this, if you like scroll down a bit, like it's there on the side. So I mean, you'll go to other people's Discords and they might have like, oh, we're doing this NFT, and then you have like, oh, we're doing a separate NFT. Mine's like, this is my NFT, and then this is like my workflow that I do for other people. So my DMs are always open, unless you're a bot or a shiller. Like, don't get in my DMs, because I'll call you out in my main chat and just make fun of you.
Hey, well, if they are a bot, I mean, that's how you know you made it.
True. I had so many problems with bots in the beginning. Like, they just they're so annoying.
Yeah, honestly though,
cue the hangry gifs of one of the boons just beating up one of the robots.
Mr. President. Oh man. So, shout out to Hangry. Shout out 444.
Shout out to Hangry. That's for sure.
Let us go.
Let us go.
So what would you say one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome just getting into the NFT space and creating your own NFT project?
The biggest obstacle would be, I guess it would have happened with that blip. Like, that was the biggest thing that I overcame, because I was honestly maybe 2 or 3 days before I launched my project, that I even did like a giveaway with Color Your Panda. So I set up like a little coloring book page, and people like sent in like different like ways they colored the panda, and I already had a winner and I already had everything set, and then I couldn't mint, and I had to tell these guys like, you know what, we have to wait now. And luckily, like my community, like they're really cool, and they understood what was going on. But it was just one of those things where like, oh my God, what do I do now? Like, is this even going to happen? Am I going to stay on Hedera? Like, I'm glad I did, like, because other people like didn't really stick it out, you know. But I would say that would be the main thing. Second thing right now is learning how to do metadata and hash lips and all this, because with Panda Vision, this is my first like derivative art thing. Not derivative, my bad. My first
collab.
Generative, not derivative. Generative. I always get those confused. Let's edit that. Yeah. Okay. One. Generative art, and right now I'm messing with the metadata and doing all that hash lip stuff. And this is one of those things where I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I have to like code this stuff now. I have to figure like all this stuff out. Like drawing it was intense to me. Like just making all the assets like different and making sure that, you're not getting the same one over and over again or something. And it's that to those people who do it, like for all their NFTs, man, big props. Like I miss working in 3D right now. Like I really want to go back to 3D, but but yeah, those would be the two major things. Other than that, everything's been pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. How did the collaboration come up in the first place with Meta? Because
honestly, that collab was, man, we talked about it. I would say when he dropped his first floppy.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We were like talking about, because I like the art, and I was like, oh, we should like figure something out later. And by that time, like, days went on or whatever, the years went on, even though there's been months, like it seems like years. He dropped the volume 2, and that was amazing. And he reached out to me. He's like, you ready to go? And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, let's figure something out. I was like, all right, let's go. So from there, I would say like maybe that night I just had the idea, like, you know what, it's floppy based. Like there's games on floppies. Like and I just made up this whole story about how they're cruising in space. The Panda bot gets them. They're trapped inside it, and they have to escape. And the only way to escape is to play the games that the Panda wants them to do. So, yeah, and it just went from there.
Very cool.
That's so unique.
Yeah. Have you seen the video yet, Tate?
Which one?
The one that he just dropped today for the collab.
I think I saw a glimpse of it. Haven't seen it all.
All right, I'm going to pause it here. And that way everybody else is up to speed too.
Yeah.
But you can watch it later, Tate. It's, as with pretty much everything this man does, it's fantastic.
I don't know, Floppy.
Yeah.
I can answer that.
But no, the music too is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that he also does well, is picking like the music, like the Meta Zombies one. He picked out some Rob Zombie for it. It was good.
Did you do work for Vicente?
Teddy Bar. He was like, hey, can we put some White Zombie on it? And he said more human, but I usually like finding like the remix version, so we can like find the drops and like, make it really pop. Yeah.
Usually there's less copyright enforcement on them too.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
What were you saying, Tate?
Have you done work for Vicente at all?
No. I haven't. I can't wait to.
It just seemed like there's some small similarities in the video compared to like what Vicente does with his videos. I don't know. I just saw like, I don't know. It just seemed
okay in the styling of it. I can see that. Okay,
well,
80s themed.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Actually, with this easy, like with his the second drop he's gonna do, like. I got my whitelist, which I'm like so excited about, and like just to mess with music with him is gonna be awesome. Like I'm gonna make him make some funny stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's so much fun bringing up new music to him, because I'll bring up something that like I thought I dug up from the underground that has like 1,000 views on YouTube. It's this dope song from the 90s that I feel like nobody discovered. He'll be like, oh, dude, it's been years since I've heard that. Thanks for reminding me that exists. I'm like, bruh. there anything this man doesn't know?
He's the music god. He has to know all flows.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. So after Metavision, do you have any, or sorry, after PandaVision, sincerest apologies. Do you have any other like plans?
Yeah, I already have. In the works? I would say I have maybe 4 or 5 projects in my head that I can like pop out by. Hopefully, now I'm not gonna say they're gonna happen quick. Honestly,
yeah, don't even
PandaVision.
Yeah.
It was like one of the fastest ones I did, even though it's like the hardest things to do. Which I'm thankful that I was able to like do that. But that was pretty much staying late at night trying to draw each of those things and the backgrounds and the clothes and all that stuff. And my wife's like, go to bed. And I'm like, no, I have to finish this PandaVision. Like, I got to finish this because it's just going to be in my head. And, but I already have ideas for my next drop after PandaVision, and then the drop after that, and probably 2 more drops. So I start writing on my whiteboard, and I'll sketch stuff out just to keep like, just so I can refresh my memory and stuff like that when I get to it. But yeah, they're pretty fleshed out. Like and now that I'm learning more, I can kind of like figure out cool things to do with what I'm planning, rather than just being like, oh, here's an image and that's it. Like, I want to make more stuff like how the PandaVision one is. And I'm going to be releasing more information on that, because I don't think people understand what it means, like, to collect the gold weapons and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna have to I'm making the website for it right now. Cool. To figure it out. There's only a little bit of weapons out of that whole collection. So whoever gets them, that's awesome.
What's one thing you would do differently compared to your previous projects to this project?
One thing I did differently?
Yeah.
I'm making things more interactive.
Nice.
Ever since I started the Panda TV, being able to draw live or do things live for people, or like, PFPs or whatever, it's just fun to be interactive with the community.
Yeah.
And I think with this with PandaVision, adding the whole element of being able to battle the bot, like when you get the gold weapons, like it's gonna be fun to get the people who get the weapons on Panda TV, so they can actually like spin the wheel or battle the bot or whatever. I'm figuring out. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, but it's gonna be cool. But it's all great. Interactive, man. I just decided like that's what we should be doing for our community is having fun. Especially if they're going around and collecting all these cool pieces, like might as well do something cool and not just a rumble, like rumbles are fun, but let's take it up a notch. Like, let's do something different. So that's what I'm trying to plan and hopefully shift so other people can mimic it and do their own thing with it and have their own ideas. And so, but yeah.
Yeah. The more interactive you are, the more engagement you'll receive.
Mm-hmm.
True. It's also fun to watch in real time as he draws something, and like somebody will suggest something, and we'll go, "Oh, cool!" And just like throw it in there. It's like, oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Hangry started doing that too for our late night NFT late night spaces. He'll get on his live, and he'll be drawing like ghosts, like his ghost or whatever, and we'll tell him what to do, and he'll like do it. It's pretty fun when that happens, and then I'll take over and I'll do the animation side of it. But I think we're going to start doing that more, because I think people like to tune in and just like sit around, drink a beer and listen to us or watch what we're doing. And I think it's just really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. The runner ghost will continue to live rent free in my head till the end of time, probably.
Or Ghost Runner. That's what he's called. Ghost Runner.
Yeah. I'll have to show you later, Tate. He'll haunt your nightmares.
Instead of there being a lettuce ghost, there'll be a cabbage ghost next.
No, the next episode this coming Thursday is going to be a ginger ghost.
Oh yeah, it's Friday. Ginger Ghost is Friday. That's funny.
Or Friday. Yeah, my bad.
Nice.
I'm super hyped about it. When you did your collab project that you're doing right now, what do you use to actually draw in? Because it looks really, really good. Like, was it like freehanded, or do you do it on like an iPad or something? Or
What I usually do is I'll sketch it out and then I'll throw it into Adobe Illustrator and I'll like start making it vector, but because what I like to do is make things look vector, but they look like drawings. So like there's ways to manipulate an Illustrator to make it look like you're drawing, but it's actually vector art. But what I noticed is when I did it the first time on Panda TV, I was having a real problem with it because I brought the Illustrator into my iPad and it just was not. I was having more fun sketching it out than I was actually drawing it because I'm the type of person that likes things really clean. Like my lines look weird. I'll redo them like 20 times just to make sure that line's right. But I had a good time with Procreate. So what I did is I told myself, that's it. You're just gonna work with Procreate, and this is the only tool you're gonna have. So you better like learn it and figure it out. And so that's what I'm working on right now. What I'm working with is Procreate on my iPad, and I love that thing now. I pick it up I just finished all the assets, so like I'm kind of like taking a break from it because I was on it like every night, and now I'm just like, all right, I need a break. But yeah, that's my thing. That's my go-to now. Like I'm not even gonna look back anymore because it's just so cool to work with Procreate. So yeah. Procreate, want to sponsor? Let's go.
WW.
Yeah, that's not an Adobe project, right? Or an Adobe product?
No, it's not. It's
okay. Not. No. We'll get Adobe to sponsor you, and then we'll get the Procreate people to sponsor you. I'll be good. Right?
Adobe. I need Adobe or Blender to sponsor me. Me and Marty. Marty and I. Marty's the man. Shout out to Marty.
Big shout out to Marty. Him and his links.
Yeah, the links. Did you see I'm pretty sure you did that links go-kart that I did.
I watched you make it live, my dude.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
The one just flying off like halfway through.
Like he eats himself out. Like, I'm out of here. Like, nah.
I'll show you that later too, Tate. It's quite entertaining. And then the giant cart. So that Panda track that's on his website, he replaced one of the cars with this like with this hot dog cart, and just this giant full size hot dog cart. Just it looks abnormal to say the least.
Buddy, and he's fast too.
He's very fast, keeping up with the rest of the crowd,
leading the pack.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy to do, Panda, besides make NFTs?
I'm a video game nerd, so I play a lot of games with my daughter. We're in the middle of playing the new TMNT on the Switch.
Nice.
And that's really cool. We play Minecraft together. We play Kirby. She's really into the Kirby game, that new one that just came out. And I know you guys mentioned it, but I just got like this cool like arcade recently, and I've been showing her like different kind of beat 'em ups. So we've been playing like The Simpsons on there. We've been playing Sunset Riders, and all that fun. Like she likes that stuff. So that's like my little mini me. I always say that, and it's just spending time with her. Of course, my wife, like spending time with her when. And yeah, I'm a family man. I stay home. I draw. I play games. I do the dad stuff and the husband stuff. Like that's what I do.
And make NFTs.
Yeah.
Oh, NFTs. Yeah, and NFTs.
Yeah. Casually on the side with a burgeoning community.
Well, Panda, we appreciate you coming on, and if there's anything else you'd like to send out to the community, by all means.
Well, PandaVision coming out August the 13th. Pre-sale will be the 12th. I did make the prices really reasonable. It's going to be 400H. Pre-sale is going to be 350. So collect as much as you can. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit of the gold power-ups. You grab a gold power-up, you get to battle the bot. If you win, you're going to get an ultra rare and one of the ultra rares NFTs. which will be the sneak peeks that I put up. Those are the ultra rares, because in the mint, you're not going to be able to mint any like that at all, because it's just so randomized. It doesn't even, there's maybe you'll get like a Mario outfit with the Mario hat, but then he'll have like, a Minecraft axe or something like that. So so those will be the ultra rares, and then I don't know if you call them like the super ultra rares. I'm gonna animate some of them so they're gonna have like cool effects and stuff like that. So that would be the only way you're gonna be able to get them. And like I said, there's only, I wouldn't even say more than a handful, but less than 100. So out of the whole 1,111 NFTs that we're gonna have. So yeah. Pretty much it. Shout out to my community. Shout out to all the friends out there and everybody. Yeah.
Amazing. We appreciate you once again.
And he is usually on Spaces every Friday.
Yep.
Bones' late night space.
Late night Friday. Bring your beer. We're always drinking now.
BYOB.
Come let your hair down with us. Like it's just
come get haunted by one of Hengry's ghosts.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like we're gonna open it up. Like we're gonna start getting community requests and stuff like that for different ghost ideas. Like it's a fun time every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. We go on until Crete tells us. Warlock tells us to stop. So
or he falls asleep and we just kind of call it at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m. in the morning. Yep. But yeah, like we'll catch you on there Fridays, and like I said, my community's always open. Come chat with me. Like I'm always bouncing around to different communities too. You see me in a lot of areas, so if you see Panda, say what's up.
That's what's up.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys haven't already saw the hat merch coming soon.
I think Hengry's going to be releasing his hats as well, too.
Awesome.
At some point. I keep telling him he needs to release them because people keep asking.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to point. Like I have my Dead Pixel hat, and then I have my Hangry hat chilling on the side. So
that's it. That's awesome.
I'm going to get my Panda hat, so hopefully coming soon, too.
Nice.
And an Alt Kings one for you.
Yeah.
We'll have to order a bunch of them and send them out to people.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Cool.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Alt Kings podcast, and we will see you next episode.
You
always go downwards.
I know, because I hold onto it too long, and then it hits the tripod instead of hitting my phone.
Thanks, Panda.